Hi guys, welcome to Cynicary. If Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were a baseball team, they'd be in the middle of a winning streak. The only light in the darkness is soft around the edges but still provides big character development. It gives better insight into Agent Fitz, Agent Coulson, and the now evil Agent Ward. The former S.H.I.E.L.D. team is hidden in a remote location, but Agent Coulson is determined to get them out on the field. When Coulson discovers that inmate Marcus Daniels is out in the streets, he immediately runs after him. It's not because he's a criminal, but the fact that he'll immediately target the mysterious sellers that he's mentioned before. Meanwhile, Skyle is starting to figure out more about Ward, or at least more than he would want. The love triangle is beginning to take the center stage. The way they drop information about Agent Triplet and the different aspects of his personality are great in the episode. Those subtle but noticeable moments of chemistry popping up between Triplet and Simmons are great to see. If you hope that Fitz mans up and tells Simmons how he feels about her, it certainly doesn't happen here. The anticipation of what could happen with the three of them, especially when they're still at the top of Hydra's list, could bring more interesting story developments as the season comes to a close. When it was revealed that Agent Ward was a bad guy in disguise, the surprise was a welcome change for the character. At the start, nobody in the group suspected that he could be playing for Team Hydra, but when Sky's clever mind figures out that he's killed Agent Eric, part of his plan is clear. The episode ended with one of the two major cliffhangers, the biggest being the subtle kidnapping of Sky. She was able to lie her way into Ward's good graces shortly after she found out most of the truth. There's no way she can last too long without giving up her game, but she was trained by Ward. The possibilities of where this could go between them are endless. When Coulson found out that Agent May was secretly telling Fury about his status, he was furious. Coulson had placed his trust in May. For the past 2 episodes, she's been trying to convince him that she's on his side, but he still doesn't believe her. May soon realized that the only thing she can do is pack her things and leave. Agent May's character development has definitely blossomed throughout the season. When she took a step out that door, it was obvious that this wasn't the last time we're going to see her. The second twist was May being picked up by her mother, who's taking her to see Agent Maria Hill. 2 of S.H.I.E.L.D's toughest ladies fighting side by side. We can't wait to see this. In some ways, the only light in the darkness is the final story before we get into the real meat of this season. The direction of this episode is a fine example of what happens when the person behind the camera gets creative with their shots. Fans have speculated as to whether or not Agent Coulson would one day transform into the Vision. When they announced that Paul Bettany would be taking on that role rather than Clark Gregg, it squashed those dreams. It's been hinted that Coulson had a previous relationship with a cellist named Audrey. The story revolved around her own stalker, one who was actually the villain Blackout, Marcus Daniels. She tells Simmons that the reason she is alive and well today is due to Agent Coulson, the brave S.H.I.E.L.D. man who ended up in an intimate relationship with her. Coulson has never revealed that he is still alive to her, and sadly keeps it that way in a bittersweet ending that ties up the final loose end that may have connected him to becoming the Vision in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a real shame that they wouldn't be following through with that story. In some ways, the only light in the darkness is reflective of that plot. The story appeared a little slapped together with a not too threatening villain but still manages to give us a strong end. It always feels like such a waste when a well-known actor doesn't have too many scenes on a show. Patton Oswalt is quite the talented actor, but his character didn't really connect or last on screen for too long. He gave us a couple of laughs, but it would have been nice to see him last longer. The only light in the darkness ties another loose end to Agent Coulson's past. This episode is a slow burn, a gradual build-up to what will be a suspenseful 2 episodes that will wrap up the first season. This is all we have for now. Do tell us what you feel by leaving your comments below. But before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to Cynicary for all the latest short films, celebrity gossips and movie reviews.